And Donald Trump has stated that no U.S. troops will be needed in Gaza as Israel will turn over the territory after the war. This comes as part of Trump's plan to take over Gaza, which has been met with support from the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, Trump's plan involves forcing the 2 million residents of Gaza into neighboring countries and developing the area into what he called a Riviera of the Middle East. However, this entire proposal, it has also been criticized by many, including the Secretary General of the United Nations, who labeled it as ethnic cleansing. Now, despite the backlash, Donald Trump has doubled down on his plan, with the top U.S. officials attempting to soften his stance. The situation remains contentious, with concerns over the potential consequences of Trump's proposed actions. All right, I'm currently joined by James Bowden, an Arab Middle East expert, joining us right now. Thank you very much for speaking with NDTV. First of all, I want to understand the legality and the ethics around this entire statement that Donald Trump has made and his proposal. Is Trump's plan to forcibly relocate 2 million Gaza residents to the neighboring countries a viable solution? And does it comply with the international humanitarian law there?
Well, it's just so nakedly absurd that I was rendered speechless for quite a lot of time when I heard about this announcement. I mean, it's very disconnected from history. It's disconnected from the reality of the region. And I don't think that it would be in any way practical to be carried out. Yes, there are a lot of internal complications, and it would amount to removing people from their native land. But even further, I think one of the greatest concerns and one of the greatest problems is really getting anybody to accept them. One of the greatest secrets that the Middle East doesn't want to talk about is that no one wants to have a Palestinian population in their countries. They have resisted this for a long time, not just Jordan, not just Egypt, but also places like Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. And we have seen problems when Palestinians have gone to Jordan and when they have gone to places like Lebanon. And a lot of nations realize that they would have this problem on their hand, and they don't want to take that. So again, just not even worrying about the ethics or the immorality of it, it's just beyond capability of carrying out.
And considering, and this is a hypothetical situation, imagine if this plan does go through. What are the feasibility and the logistics that we need to look out for? How would Trump's administration, in fact, plan to execute this large-scale relocation of the people, and what would be the economic, social, and humanitarian implications of this?
Again, I'm not really sure, because you would have to gather in a large number of nations who would be willing to transport these people into their countries. Where they would depart from is not clear. They would not be allowed to be brought in through Israel, and likely Egypt and Jordan would not let them exit through their countries. And you'd have to find countries willing to take them in. And many European countries took in millions of Syrians in 2015, and they have been trying to deal with relocating them back to the Middle East. And that's been a difficult process, in that way. So the economics of it, the expenditure, trying to get all of the airplanes, get all of the people there, it would just be a nightmare. You'd be spending almost...
Absolutely.
Yeah.